in my eyeball. Hello for all of those who are just joining. We're just kicking off and getting ready to start. Hi, Miss Arva. Whew. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Mary. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Fred. My afternoon has been decent. Thank you for asking. Been doing chores today, getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to go to the mountains with my horses. Or, well, I'm just taking one. But with my horse and my kids. How about you? Any plans for the weekend? Miss Wendy, hello. Donna, hello. Cindy, hello. Kathy. Yes, Kimberly. So that's a great question. So let me first just tell you, I'm not an astrologer by any stretch of the imagination. I'm a psychic medium. So what I am doing is just looking at the energy. So if you want to get specific into the signs, that's not something I can do for you. I would highly recommend reaching out to an astrologist. Okay. But I'm going to look at the energy. But I would say what I hear from my guides is yes. If you're on the cusp, you would look at both. More importantly, you would look at your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. So your sun sign may be Scorpio, but your rising may be Aries, and your moon may be Capricorn. You may be a hot mess. But and if you do not have your sun, moon, or rising sign, you can look that up. I'm going to type Cafe astrology.com, I think, is the website, and I've just posted it. Yes. Granddaughter's first birthday. Woohoo. Ooh, Wendy, physical therapy. Oh, dude, what did you do? Soon. Moxie Hop Fest. Is that now? Is that now? Oh, that's this weekend. That is this weekend. I've been seeing ads for that too. Wonderful to see you too, Miss Wendy. Diane says, hope everyone, you're so adorable, is happy and healthy today. Okay. Tana, hello. Mary, hello. Wendy, I didn't know there were such things. There are such things. There are charts. I have mine over here, and we have a rising, our ascendant sign, we have our moon sign, we have Mercury, I'm not going to show you mine because you'll see how nuts I actually am. Too much information, but there's an ascendant moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, where everything falls in your first house, your second house, your third house, your fourth house. I mean, that list goes on and on. Again, go to cafeastrology.com. That you can do a free. You do need to know the location of your birth and the time of your birth. Very important. Okay. Oh, missing a lot of. Sorry about that. For anybody I missed saying hi to, here's a blanket hello to everybody. So, Nicole, I'm still trying to figure out how to read and understand. I write, go to an astrologer. They can really help you with that. It's worth it, and it's fun, and it's amazing how they can pinpoint information. Okay. Miss Brenda, hello. We're all a bit nutty. Yes, we are. Christy, hello. Mary, hello. Deborah. Okay, Michelle, we're going to kick off here in just a sec, too. Kimberly says, I cusp a lot of everything. And so that's interesting. I would absolutely have a astrologer take a peek at your chart. Hi, Miss Sean. Hi, Joanne. Hi. The person that I was sending everybody to is no longer doing it. She's taking care of her grands. So, no, unfortunately. But if anybody finds somebody who they love, please feel free to share. And I would love to check them out and happily share them on here if I find someone. Joanne, hello. Lynn, hello. Diane, Lynn says she has no idea the time of birth. So I had to go back to the state and pay a little extra for a certified copy of my birth certificate because it wasn't on my regular one, but the state should have a copy of the time, depending on where you were born. I know that a lot of people who are born in Mexico, for instance, if they're born out, and I don't know if this is still true, so I might be blowing smoke. So if any of you know this, please feel free to say you're blowing smoke. But I do know that it used to be true that if they lived way out, they would, when they would come into town, then they would register the baby so they didn't always have the time and location or place of birth. So that might have changed, but I know it used to be that way. Hi, Tanya. Merci, Helvi. I finally made it on time. Woo woo. Megan, hello. Diana, hello. Mary says, even my mom couldn't remember I was the last of 7 pregnancies. I know. I was a little pissed at my mom because she didn't know either. I was like, wasn't I the most important thing that ever happened to you? Obviously not, but that's okay. But I remember my kids. I remember when I went into labor. I remember how long I was in labor. I remember probably things I ate. It's like, oh, yep. Oh, that's funny. All right. So let's get started. Are you guys? Yeah, it's normal if it's not on your birth certificate. Go back to the state that you were born in. Mine, like I said, mine wasn't on my birth certificate either. Oh, don't share personal. I'm gonna delete this and not. Oh, I don't know if it'll let me. Just because don't share personal on here because we don't know who's watching this. I have amazing followers. I'm gonna delete this too. I'm sorry, guys. If you just shared your birth date and it disappeared, it's because I deleted it. Just because I don't want anybody to. I feel like I've blocked most of the countries where the trolls come in or where the criminals are. However, we still have them, and they're not always. Their criminals aren't ethical. Who would have thunk it? So we're just be careful with. Have you ever been hacked? Well, I don't know that I've been actually hacked, but my account's been duplicated. There is a difference. Anyway, all right. Are you guys ready? Because we got to kick this off because I have subscribers after this. Hey, and if you guys are interested, I do have a subscriber group. I did, let me see if it's up here. It's, it's not. Anyway, if you go to my page, which you should be on right now, and click on the subscriber hub, if you're interested, I share. Sorry, I just saw Fred's comment. Insert commercial for LifeLock. Yes, insert commercial for LifeLock. Absolutely correct. And shit, what was I saying? I do have a subscriber hub, so it's $9.99 a month. You get additional content, and subscribers get their own reading, so they get to attend here as well. And then they get to have their own. And it's usually a fairly small group, so it's been a lot of fun. Anyway, if you would like to join, again, $9.99 a month. I don't set the price. Facebook does that. They get their cut, and then every now and then they'll send me something. Anyway, okay, you guys. So that's available, and I would love to have you join. All right, so let's kick it off. Right off the bat, we're going to go to Leo, July 23 to August 22nd. I have my cheat sheets so I don't forget the birth dates. Again, don't forget to check out your sun, moon, and your rising. All right, let's get the party started. All right. So do I have a handful of Leos with me? Any Leos in the house? Strong energy this month, I hear. Anybody want to tell me what perpendicular? It's in alignment, correct? Perpendicular. I'm going to look up the word. Perpendicular. Angles to the plane of horizon. Now it's talking in my ear. Being at right angles to a given line, extremely steep, precipitous, often capitalized of or relating to a medieval. Characterized by tracing having vertical lines. So it's kind of where you intersect. So this would be about you intersecting, you about crossing paths, crossing paths. Oh, shit, that took me a minute to get to there. Okay, crossing paths. It's also about putting things behind you. They literally had me stare. I have a chart of a horse's anatomy, and they had me stare at at the horse's ass. Unless somebody's being an absolute horse's ass, and that can happen. I've met a few. I am cheeky. Oh, okay. So let's go back to Leo energy. Okay, so strong energy coming in, being in alignment, and then crossing paths with someone. And there's also this sense of not looking behind you. It's time to stop looking behind you, looking ahead. Oddly, they're showing me trees. So this could be about being out in nature or planting trees. Kind of get back to who you were here to be. This almost feels like a return, like a return home, like coming back to yourself. So you know how, well, maybe you don't, but when we're born, we're born with, we're going to be this, we're going to do this. So maybe we have ideas when we're little, but sometimes life has a way of changing us and changing our ideals and changing what we want. And sometimes we're afraid to go after what we want. So to me, this is a return to that. So for those of you who are Leo or have Leo in your chart, you may find yourself really wanting to return to the things that please your soul and please your heart, which is a beautiful thing, which you should have been doing all along. However, sometimes it gets set aside. And then I'm also hearing this is going to be a really good time for those Leos to step into their power. I really want to go to the August Leos. So the August Leos, starting something new. This is a perfect time. The August 8th, the Lionsgate portal feels you're a Leo, so it's going to be powerful for you, but it feels like this is going to be your time to make I do hear challenges that will benefit you. So make some choices or make some decisions, but choose the challenges that will benefit you. And then I don't, if somebody is like, keeps buying cars, but I no more cars. So, and maybe this is about walking too, or maybe more another form of exercise or using a bicycle. Okay. But no more cars, what I'm hearing. Okay. I do also get cross-state travel for some of you Leos. So it does still feel like interstate or interstate, but it does, I don't know which one that would be, but it does feel like, because they show me Seattle and then they show me Spokane. So those are two opposite ends of the state, or opposite sides of the state, I should say. So that doesn't have to just be Washington, but wherever you're at, cross-state travel. Okay. You're also going to be putting some stuff down this month. I kind of get this, let it go. Just let it go. Okay. All right. Any Leos on here? It was kind of fun. Okay. So we got Leo. Mark them off. Let's go to Virgo. Oh, I should have done a timestamp. Freaking frack. That's okay. So 516 we'll do for Virgo. Thanks. Okay. I was just trying. Okay. So timestamp of 516. I was trying to see how far in we were. Probably 1440 is what we'll put. We'll do that instead. 1440. All right. So Virgo. This feels like somebody who's in charge of something. So you may be really stepping into your power this month, because I hear the word superintendent, and I believe superintendents are overseers, ones who kind of get the brunt of stuff. Also, they're pulling me to clear connections and experiences. So set your intention for what it is you want this month. I feel like for Virgo, that's going to be very important. Well, detail oriented. Yeah. It also feels like some apologies coming. Maybe somebody did something that they shouldn't have, and you've been waiting for that apology. And I would say don't hold your breath as a rule of thumb. But I will tell you, it feels like there's going to be people returning to, you know what, I did this, I apologize for this. So I'm not, again, I wouldn't necessarily hold your breath for it, but I would pay attention to somebody coming back into your energy and apologizing for their misdeeds, maybe not listening to you, not trusting you, or maybe treating you badly. Okay. There is a lot of feminine energy around this too. And I also feel like maybe some of you are dealing with narcissistic behavior, and maybe you're just seeing some of those traits within yourself, and don't shoot the messenger. Okay. But sometimes we all have tendencies to be a little self-absorbed, and that's okay. Depending, like it can be okay. But it feels like there's something with narcissistic tendencies, and I will say this does feel outside of you, though. It doesn't feel like it's necessarily you. Okay. And then I feel like okay, this is weird. I'm getting this reference to always wanting to blame somebody, and then I'm getting a reference to peanut butter. I don't know, somebody's stealing your peanut butter? Somebody got the Jiffy? That was interesting. Okay. Maybe it literally is somebody's always taking the last of something, and it's just kind of frustrating you. So if you find that you're being triggered by the little things, and no, it doesn't necessarily have to be peanut butter, but if you find that you're being triggered over something little, this energy is powerful because it's going to help you look at that so that you can heal it. So you can heal it and release it. Okay. Yeah, and they're bringing up the wounded self. So there are aspects of yourself that really are coming to the surface. So when you're noticing those, don't freak out or get too, don't worry about that as much as knowing, okay, this is something that needs to be looked at. So I need to sit with this energy so I can feel it and heal it. I do feel like whatever was going on the first 7 months of the year is kind of letting up for you a little bit in the month of August. So it almost feels like a reprieve. Like, whew, shit, that was rough. Yeah, and I also get travel for Virgo. So if there's any Virgos out there, I feel like some of y'all are going to be traveling. So let me know if that resonates with you. Okay. All right. So timestamp, I keep forgetting where to look for it. There it is. So we're going to go Libra, and that's going to be at 1810. 1820 is what I'll do. Okay. Balance, harmony, reconciling, and indecisive as our Libras. Okay. For Libra energy, I will tell you water is going to be good for you this month, for the month of August. I just keep getting this, my sign for water, my symbol for water. So that's also emotions. So you may notice your emotions running a little high this month, throughout the month into September. I do feel like something is going to come in. What they just did is they put a cardigan over me, and it kind of made me feel warm and fuzzy, like in the fall, how you get to wear the sweaters and the hoodies and the warm and fuzzies. So that feels to me like something coming in that's really going to shift for you. And I hear warms your heart. I also feel like a lot of Libras are kind of, I want to have a badminton or what is that? Baton or whatever. And I just want to hit stuff away. Bap, bap, bap. Like balls keep flying at you and you keep throwing them back. So it does feel like a lot coming into your energy, Libra. So I will tell you, you're going to have what you need to deal with it, to look at it and to face it head on. Yeah, and I feel also like some of you are really going to be like diving into meeting shit head on. I just wanted to go, you didn't say that to me, did you? I just wanted to walk into somebody's office and say, boop, no, you didn't. So I feel like there's a meeting of the heads, meeting of the minds, meeting things head on. Okay. I also get group chats, so you may be addressing conversation, and it could be people speaking things that they shouldn't be talking about that you're going to address, but it feels like we're addressing the group, we're addressing people. But it also feels very much like a take charge role. So you may even find yourself in an auditorium or in front of people where you're speaking. That's pretty fun. Okay. I also feel like a lot of you have hit a place in your life where you're really starting to kind of go with the flow and let things go, let things move instead of try to control them, which causes that clunky feeling when we jump in there and try to. So things are maybe starting to get a little smoother. Okay. All right. So that was Libra. Any Libras in the house? 2018. Well, that one was quick. So we're going to start at 22 for, or maybe we're not. Okay, Scorpio. Any Scorpios in the house? Judy's a Scorpio. Scorpio in the chat. Miss Nicole. Okay, so we got some Scorpios. All right. Whenever I get to this sign, because it's my own, I'm like, oh, come on. All right. All right, let's go see what Scorpio has going on this month. Moving through a lot of emotional stuff pulls me right to the chest. Oh, geez. Some of you may find, it could be inflammation. It could be literally medical stuff going on, but it pulls me to the chest. I do feel like this is about your surroundings. So maybe allergies or things like that. But wow, that's interesting, right to the chest. This is not the time to wait. This is the time to push ahead. You don't have to wait for somebody to bring it to you. You charge forward and go after what it is you're wanting and get very clear about what it is you're wanting. And all of a sudden, I just want to start running and charging. So you have a lot of, it's almost like you springboarded. Woohoo! Springboarded into new adventures. So that's exciting. Make sure you're not running over people on the way. So if there are things that you want and you feel like maybe there are people standing in front of you, maybe bring them with you or talk to them, but don't run them over, if that makes sense. I will tell you, they pull me to the Capricorn, so this is quite interesting for me. So I have to just ask ego to step aside. So they are pulling me to Capricorn energy connected to a lot of you Scorpios. This does feel masculine, and then I get pulling at the heartstrings, and then I hear, just listen and let them lay out what it is that they need to say to you without judgment, but understanding the words and where they're coming from. So that's with Capricorn energy. But in general, that could also be just that male energy too. What is the Capricorn? Capricorn is the ox. It's the earth side. Okay. All in all, Scorpio, I feel like a great deal of movement. And I do feel like, what is that? So I'm hearing the word punishment. So be very careful if you set out and you feel like you need to punish somebody. Does that for them. You do not have to do that, and you don't want that in your energy. Let them deal with it. So yeah, because I get that Scorpio stinger. So somebody did y'all wrong. Somebody might have done something that's really offended. Be careful with that stinger though, because remember that energy does come back. More importantly, what I hear is it's almost more important time to talk it over. So really use those communication skills, really work on opening that throat chakra this month. Speak your truth, but also do no harm. And also, they're like driving me past the gas station. They're like, don't forget to fill up your tank. Don't forget to take care of yourself along the way. Make sure you're eating correctly. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Make sure you who you're surrounding yourself with are people who deserve your time and energy. Make sure to have your boundaries. So it's just like this whole plethora of things that you need to really make sure you're doing for yourself this month, because it feels like you're going to need that platform, that grounding energy, because it feels like a catapult for you. So it's a big month, and I feel like even throughout the rest of the year might even be bigger. So it just gets this growing. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Okay, Albert Bundy is laughing his ass off. Oh no, we got a troll. God damn it. Okay, let's just go and assist this gentleman. I highly doubt. All right, sorry guys. I'm sorry, I didn't catch him sooner. What a little nasty dude. Hold on, let me just block all these. God. Anybody just wants to go in and report that little man. Okay. Okay, I think I got him out. I think I got all that icky. All right, let's get back on track. Okay, some people's children. Some people, holy mackerel. It just makes you wonder what the emotional mentality is of people who behave like that. Like, seriously, that's kind of sad. Nope, haven't talked about Gemini yet. That's way down the list. So I'm just on Sagittarius, so I'm 5 in. But I gotta recoup. How did you guys feel about the ones I've done so far? Colleen, that's a cool name. Colleen, you're very welcome. Joanne, you're welcome. Mercy. Diane, I know you are a Scorpio. How did that resonate for you? Listen, little, hey, yep, Sagittarius is next. Give me a second. I will kickstart Sag. Okay. Nicole, that's good. Okay. Oh, good. Coffee or tea or cocktail? Well, I don't drink. My guide suggested I don't. It's not good for us. Even though for a while I would just have some wine now and then. Anyway, it's just tea. Tension tamer, which is funny considering the little turd we just had on here, just taming my tension. Okay, all right. So Aquarius or Taurus soon? Nope, they're a long way down the list. I'm going in order by month. So depends on what month. What is Taurus? Taurus is several. Taurus is towards the end. It's 10. I'm only on 5. No, I didn't do Pisces either. I've only done Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. So let's jump into Sagittarius. Friendly, open-minded. Sagittariuses are actually the reason I started doing these in the first place several years ago. Because I would have readings and it would crack me up. I keep getting energy for Sagittarius as like they were naughty. And I'm like, I think I like them. I actually have several friends who are Sagittarius. So yes, I do. I like them a lot. I love them. Anyway, so that's why I started. It's like, I got to look at the Sagittarius energy. I want to know what that's all about. So, all right. So let's kick off. Let's look at Sagittarius. Friendly, open-minded, philosophical, and prudent. Okay. For the month of August, what can Sagittarius expect energetically? A shift in their nature. You may find yourself being more soft or kind-hearted than normal. Warm and gentle friendships arising for you. Moving into your own aspects, they said. Moving into your own aspects. Giving yourself a break, I hear. And then I hear it's all enough. Okay. Sounds like a lot of emotional stuff going on for Sages. A lot of emotional stuff in that heart chakra. Really kind of feels like people are starting to dive deep. Yep. And the more I say it, the deeper I go. Then I want to go and look at regrets, and I want to go look at this. And then oddly, they're taking me over to pickling and canning. So I don't know if that's a source of healing for some of you. Maybe like I need to just go can, because then I can get outside of my head and I can. But I get this deep emotions, and then I'm over pickling. Let's go make some pickles. And then I want to go back to warm heart. For some of you, I do get a reference to new jobs. I do hear movement is necessary. Yeah, it feels like some of you are just getting, and that could be where those emotions are coming in, just so tired of the daily grind and of this, and just doing the same thing over and over and over. So shifting and stepping outside of that, and that's where your power is going to be too. Sometimes when we finally get the desire, we finally get the ability to walk away, it is so empowering for us. So some of you Sagittarius may find yourself doing that. And it doesn't have to be necessarily from a relationship or a job. It can be from a thought process as well. It's like, I am tired of thinking this way. I'm tired of feeling this way. So I'm going to make some changes for myself. This could be about getting healthy, getting physically fit, watching what you eat, all of the above. So interestingly enough, I hear the name Kevin. So I don't know how many of you know Kevins, but I get a Kevin or a masculine K coming into your energy. Specifically interesting, or interesting that it's specific enough to give me the K like Kevin. Okay. I also feel for Sagittarius is don't put yourself in situations that you don't want. So in other words, is if you know that going somewhere with these two people is going to cause chaos, why are you going? So make sure that you're getting in front of that, and that's putting your boundaries up too. Okay. And that's also trusting yourself, because sometimes we're like, oh, but it'll be better this time, or we just don't trust how we feel about something. Trust how you feel about it. This energy is going to support that. I also get some of you are going to be making some waves. And again, I want to go back to the office or to the job, to where you work. It feels like making waves. And I think we're always taught don't make waves. But if I don't necessarily buy that, sometimes we have to make waves in order for there to be some changes, or go somewhere else so you don't have to make waves. But I would say shift your position. I also have a lot of you working with littles. Maybe you're running daycares, or you're taking care of somebody else's little children. It doesn't feel like your own, but it feels like we're taking care of others. Okay, a lot more even. And then I keep wanting to go into November for some of you Sagittarius, of course. And then I get a reference to making special arrangements. I also feel like some of you may be getting married or proposed to, because they're bringing me to my ring. So pay attention to those. Surprise! Oh shit! But a strengthening of a relationship in some way, shape, or form. We'll take it as that for Sagittarius is the strengthening of a relationship. Okay. All right. All right, you guys. So Sagittarius, Anybody get the Sagittarius energy? Okay. All right. So did I timestamp that? I did. Capricorn, we are at 35, 20, 35. Debbie says, just say no. Hi, Leisha. Hi, sweetheart. No, not Nicole. It was definitely a K like Kevin. Okay. And it's masculine, not feminine. Okay. All right. So let's go look at Capricorn. Aha, you're showing up just in time for the fun, I hear. Just in time for the fun. Let's get this party started. It's I just heard Capricorn. It's a good time to be a Capricorn. Lots of good things coming up for you. But I also hear tedious in nature. So there may be a lot of things that you have to do that feels just tedious. I am seeing I feel like I've walked into a friggin' disco. Do they even have those anymore? But I'm seeing lights. So you may be like being propelled into something, but I get lights all around you. And dancing. That's interesting. Okay. With my eyes closed, I just keep seeing red flashing neon lights. So I'm going to see if I can't get away from the red flashing neon lights. A lot of Capricorns out there also helping raise other people's children. And then I do get to come to you for help and allow that. So step up to the plate. I feel like you guys have really good hearts. Because I just want to say, I'm getting this sense of don't be a drain on society. Don't be this. Like, stand in your power, take care of things, be responsible. And I feel like you're trying to teach that to others as well, to children specifically. I do get a reference to coaching. So some of you may find yourself really helping girls' sports or boys' sports, but I feel like there's a reference to coaching. And I also get this sense of stepping out of your comfort zone and allowing things to change too. Again, there was another side I was getting that for, just that control. Okay. I get a lot of strong energy around Capricorn too. And then I get that song, We Are the Champions, from Queen. So there's going to be a lot of success surrounding Capricorns this month. They just started to open up a letter. I'm not sure where we're going with this, but I just get this letter. So I don't know if you're finding something from the past or if you're finding a letter from someone or if you get a letter, but that's arrival. That's the arrival of news, unexpected news. It could also be old news that's being brought to the surface that's coming up for you. Okay, thank you. Okay. And that's this month. But I also hear good news. And then there's also some of you are going to get employment letters or notifications of some sort about employment. And it feels like successful employment. Well, it's interesting. So with that, some of you are going to be getting those starting. So then there's that ending of another. So some of you may have been terminated or may have to quit. But I will tell you, there's something with new information coming in, new jobs coming in for you. I also feel like it will come expediently. Okay. Has anybody had that happen? Okay. Very party edible. Okay. Does anybody have any questions over Capricorn? It's interesting because I felt a real big energy shift with Capricorn. Okay. So 40. So 40-20, and we'll start the Aquarius. Fighter, fighter, fighter. I hear fighter. So this was like somebody who's really has to put their energy in, and I'm like stuttering, and something is making my nose itch bad. Intense, intelligent, unpredictable, quiet movement. Aquarius are people you do not put in a round hole. They make their own journey, they make their own choices. They will continue to do so. I do hear the term flight risk. So many of you Aquarius may be on the precipice of I'm out. I am leaving. I am a flight risk. I don't feel like this is quite the time for that. This feels more like kind of stand and look, unless you're in a volatile relationship, and then obviously go quickly. I'm also hearing for some of you Aquariuses to stay in your lane, to stay on your journey. Try not to get so involved in what somebody else has got going on over there. Oh my gosh, look, their grass is really green and they're doing this and they're having a barbecue and I'm over here. Yeah, you be over here. Don't worry about what they're doing. Let them do that. That's their journey. Stay in your lane. That's where your focus needs to be. When you get distracted, you lose sight and then you can lose forward momentum. You don't want to lose forward momentum right now. Okay. I also get a lot of singing around Aquariuses. So if some of you are natural singers, this is going to be a great month for that too. And maybe even in the entertainment industry. That's interesting. But use what you were given is what I'm hearing. Use your abilities, use your talents this month. They'll be required. Okay. And for Aquarius go, move. I'm literally hearing swim, swim, swim. So if you're in water, obviously swim. But this is movement. Okay. And water again is all about emotions. What in the heck is making my nose itch so bad? Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. Okay. All right. So Aquarius. We're done with that one. Any Aquariuses in here? Opal has an interview on Friday. Brenda, I do, but I can't post it to be seen, but now I'm nervous. Well, why are you nervous? If one door closes, another one opens. Okay, all right. Tom and Mary, did any of that help you? Any of that make sense? Oh, fun. Donna said they're getting ready to move. All right, so we have Pisces. Any Pisces in the building? 43. We'll go right at 44 for Pisces. Mary's a Pisces. All right, Miss Mary. I hear the word strong, and then I heard the word survivor. Kind of gets really quiet, like things are starting to settle for you, giving you a little bit of a reprieve or a break. Feels like some restrictions around your energy. I also hear beneficial, beneficial. I also hear this is not the time to give up. Pisces. Movement is limited. That feels self-restricted. That feels from the self. There also feels like many of you Pisces have a group of women connected to you. Reach out to them. This is a great time for that. I also hear honest, and then I hear the term devalue. So maybe some of you are feeling devalued. So it's going to be really important for you to speak your truth. But I keep getting this trio of women around this Pisces energy, this trio. And I also hear genuine nature. Some of you are going to be assisting other people in moving. I literally just wanted to pick up boxes and start going somewhere and moving something for someone. There's also some relief coming, some things that we've been waiting for are starting to come to fruition for you, for many Pisces. So a lot of relief. I also get like this emotional growth. And I feel like whatever this is tangible. So it could be financial, but it's tangible. It's something you can touch. It's something that you can see the rewards. You can see the efforts coming in. And then I also get a plethora of good news, good stuff coming in. Feels like you've been hit hard over the last few months. So that again feels like it's a release. So the month of August with that Lionsgate energy feels like it's refreshing for so many of the signs. So specifically for the Pisces, I feel like that's going to be a reprieve for you guys as well. Okay. Okay. He has 9 sisters. Holy Mary. That's a lot of sisters. Okay. All right. So, and Denise says her family are on a vacation. So Mary's like, I'm looking forward to 8/8. Okay. Yeah, Pisces, strong energy around those Pisces. Very emotional energy, very intuitive little beings they are as well. Okay, guys, ready for the Aries? Fierce, forceful, courageous, impulsive. Aries, and we'll start it at 47:45 is what I'll write down here. So why I'm taking the time is because I'm going to go back through tonight, well, probably tonight or tomorrow, and I'll try to timestamp it so people can go right to the time of their reading. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on for you. I'm like, I hear get out the way. I'm like, and I want to start cussing. Get out the way. Get the fuck away. You are on a mission. Remember sun, moon, and rising for these too. So if you're an Aries moon or rising or sun sign, feels like force, like you're like, get out of the way. I'm waiting through. Get, move. You've stopped waiting for somebody else to bring it to you and you're going after it. And this is fierce energy. This is like, I've been saying the word reprieve a lot, and I feel like that's been happening for a lot of different signs, that this energy is kind of making us feel less stagnant and we can finally start moving. I also am hearing for Aries, hold no hostages. Well, that's huge. Hold no hostages. And don't take things for granted either. Or take no prisoners. I don't think it's literal. I hope it's not. And if you are, stop. Okay. Shift for Aries. Consequences with behaviors. There's a masculine connected to a lot of Aries as well. So I feel like, so whether you're a male or a female, I feel like there's going to be a gentleman stepping forward into your energy. This could be somebody who is a friend or a family member, but I feel like they may be offering assistance. Okay. I do feel like some of you may actually have somebody who's not necessarily offering assistance, but it's being a pain in your butt. Okay. And I also get a little bit of an entanglement. Okay, that doesn't have to be promiscuous or anything like that, but it could just be, he's messing with finances or he's doing this, but it feels like an entanglement with this energy. Okay. Almost like your nature is being tested, your coping skills are being tested with this person. And you may feel like he's trying to fool you or pull one over on you or your spouse. I also get that it feels like for some of you Aries, there may have been a restriction of the budget, and it feels like the purse strings are starting to open up again. So it feels like that money is starting to flow a little easier. So going in, and then they pulled me to gas prices. So that might have restricted some of you for a little bit, but I feel like there's an opening in that area. Remember poverty consciousness thought. If you think you don't have enough, you are correct. And when you start realizing you have everything you need, it's going to open that up. So manifesting is going to be very important for you, Aries. It's important for all signs, but for Aries, I would say because of what they just showed me, make sure that you're not thinking you don't have what you need, because you'll manifest that quicker than shit. And you will continue to create that energy for yourself. Okay. Yep, I need to know what's making my nose itch. I don't know that I have anything new burning here. Oh, some moldavite. Okay. Aries, how did you feel about that? Taurus 51. We'll do 5140. Okay, let's go jump over to Taurus real quick. April 20th to May 20th. Taurus energy. This feels like a sense of control for Taurus, like maybe even trying to control other people. This energy that kind of comes in makes me feel like I'm trying to tell or dictate what other people can do. So be very careful of that energy. Gosh darn it. I need to know what that is with my nose. Okay. Also here to make sure you're taking care of yourself as well. And I kind of get the sense of put yourself first. But I also get keep your mind on your own situation right now and try not to control others. This is, I hear legitimate. It's legitimate. Your concerns are legitimate, but we still cannot control other people. It's their responsibility to do that. And when we go and try to control them, we take away their free will. Okay. And Taurus, I get this, don't buy the car yet. So I feel like you may have to put that on hold for a little while and maybe even for a few months. Or maybe somebody's telling you, wait for prices to come down. Okay. I will tell you financially, I don't see prices coming down or interest rates for a while. Okay. All right. Well, that was short and sweet. Any Tauruses in here? It's really quiet. No Tauruses. So it looks like we have two left. We have Gemini and we have Cancer. Do we have any Geminis in the building? Gemini, May 21 to June 21. Mental, communicative, perceptive, and superficial. Nicole, he's Taurus and he's a car salesman. Oh shit, that's funny. Tanya, Taurus. Okay. Julia, Gemini. All right, let's go look at Sean is a Taurus. All right, I'm going to get a fresh tissue. I don't know what the heck. All right, Gemini. What are you guys up to this month? Successful in your endeavors, making some changes in your life. Have run away from a lot of stuff, and it's time to start facing things. And I kind of get this consequential experience coming through for many of you. But I hear it's okay. It's okay to look back at it and to face it, whatever that was for you. Don't restrict yourself. And I kind of also get this don't stay in one place or don't stay inside. So that's that restrictive energy feeling like, oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. There's also some emotional stuff because I really want to go up into the mind, overthinking right now, up into that. The mind is air, air. And it almost feels like I want to know about time travel. I want to know if this is real. So it feels like a lot of you Geminis are having an awakening. I think all signs are, but boy, Gemini energy feels like that's really coming in for you. I keep getting this reference to restrictions. Make sure you're not restricting yourself. Give yourself permission, give yourself opportunities, go after what you're looking for. This is the time for it. Yeah, because I keep getting the sense that the growth is right around the corner. So if you too are feeling like you've been really restricted, growth is right around the corner. And then I get this not enough time in the day. There's just not enough time in the day. So pace yourself. And I'm also hearing this is going to be an important time to prioritize. And I kind of get the sense if you want to go any further, you have to prioritize. They say if your nose is itching, somebody's talking about you. Somebody's talking about me a lot right now because my nose is going crazy. My God. Maybe it was our little friend I booted. Okay. Okay. All right. So, Gemini. That was pretty short for Gemini. Do you guys have any questions? Yeah, it's driving me nuts. I have to go get, I don't even think I have anything for allergies in my house. Tenulet spell check. Oh, well, we have Cancer as our last one. And then I got to run over. Gosh darn it. I am so sorry, you guys. I just feel like I should be holding my nose. That's all. It's driving me nuts. All right. Cancer. Let's see what's coming in for you. Smooth, articulate, emotional, feeling. Symbolically, they're showing me a cat for you for this month. So I would be looking at cat as a spirit messenger, but cat's coming in. Quiet contemplation is going to be necessary for many of you coming within. It almost feels like some of you guys pushed your limits on something. Carmen's, wash your nose off with a face rag. Before your group. I will. Gosh darn it. Okay. Okay. So let's go back to the Cancer. So for Cancers, I want to say it's time to step into your power. It's time to stop giving your power to somebody else to make you happy, and it's about time to make the decisions. This doesn't make me happy, and I'm not going to deal with it anymore. And it's okay to make the choice to walk away, to set something aside, to sit it down and say, I'm going to move over in this direction for a little while, and I'm going to spend some time on myself. And that doesn't mean necessarily cutting cords with them altogether, but it means I have to move away from this for the time being. And I kind of get this, like, I am ready. this intense energy inside that just says, I'm ready for more, and I'm ready for different, and I'm ready for new. And it almost feels like we're hitting the next level, so to speak. So you might have been here and now you're going up to this level. So it's this next level of growth. But I'm hearing obstinate and certainty, just knowing without a doubt, this is where I'm going. I do get a trip for some of you as well. I feel like it may have been unexpected, like, oh my God, now we're going here. Oh my God, now I have to do this. But it feels like a little bit of a trip somewhere that was unexpected. Okay. I also get a lot of family around you. Yeah, there's also a whole lot of overthinking going on this month for a lot of you as well, but that feels part of the part of your nature. Okay. Okay. I also feel like a lot of you guys are going to want to do a chiropractor. I get a lot of pain in my neck and a lot of pain in my back, and I want to go move and stretch along with I freaking burn some sage. When he says, I actually have sage and I was burning it when I started. So I appreciate your guys' advice. I'm going to go figure out what the hell's going on with my nose. That was intense energy. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm gonna close here, and I'm gonna go sage my face. Thank you guys for playing. If this made any sense for you, I would love for you to like and share, please. The likes and comments and shares actually help me a lot. So I appreciate you. Okay, guys, have a good night.